Hey, it's Brad with the Eagle Network Podcast, where business networking meets success. Today, we have a great guest. He is the VP of Investments for Bridgewater Wealth Advisors. He's also the Vice Chair Volunteer Services for the Players Championship at Sawgrass Golf, the fifth major, I believe they call it.
They do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're making me sound important.
I'm trying. And he's also the current VP of BNI Moneymakers in St. Augustine and one of the founding
Welcome to the Eagle Network Podcast, where business networking meets success. Sponsored by Eagle Pest Solutions, your once-a-year pest control solution in Palm Coast, St. Augustine, and Ormond Beach. Safer, better, less intrusive pest control. Got bugs? No one likes bugs. Come soar with us. Call today at 386-445-7414 for a free inspection and quote. That's 386-445-7414. Now here's your host, Brad Ward.
Hamilton Neal, thank you. Welcome.
Thanks,
welcome,
Brad.
welcome.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. So you were a kid from Kentucky, I believe.
Grew up in Kentucky, yeah. Spent, I went to college in Lakeland, Florida.
Okay.
So I guess I was in Kentucky till I was 18. Went to college for 2 years there, then transferred to University of Kentucky back home.
Okay.
And then stayed there until I was 24 and then moved to Florida, to Jacksonville. So
okay.
For my work, I don't know how deep you want me to go here, but my dad was an electrical contractor, so I grew up in a household that was a trade.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
So every summer I would work with my dad in the business, pull wire.
Okay.
All his employees called me Little Hammy, which stuck with my family.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna remember that now.
Yeah, that's fine. Just don't call me little. No, just don't call me big, right? So I after I graduated from college, I had a political science degree, which, if you know much about that, you either go to law school or you teach or you just get a degree, right? So I got a degree.
Not to cut you off, but It's just ironic. I went to college. I got my degree in political science, and I was either going to be a professor or go to law school.
Right.
And I did neither.
You're
but go ahead.
Exactly.
But go ahead.
But you're still successful, right? So I was going to take over my dad's business. So worked with him, really closely with him for about 6 to 8 months, and then realized that, I love the business side of it, but I was probably too young to do the business side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just had a friend from the University of Kentucky that said, hey, have you ever wanted to be a financial advisor? Have you ever thought about that, or a stockbroker? And
right.
And this was at 2000. So if you know anything about the market, the late 90s is when the tech bubble or the tech boom hit, right? You had companies like Pets.com that had no earnings at all, but yet were trading astronomical stock prices. Right. Not so different than what we see with AI now. So I'm like, sure, I'll try it. I didn't know much. I think I flunked out of economics in college. And so my wife at the time, we moved down here, and the rest is history. Started building my business. Didn't know anybody but him, his family.
Okay.
And just, built it from the ground up.
Nice. So how has networking helped you in business?
I'm probably giving me confidence. I have a leadership itch that my business doesn't scratch. So I enjoy leading. I enjoy teaching and molding people. So
right.
In my business, I can lead to extent of I'm leading my clients and what how we invest their money, how they're going to retire, that sort of thing. But as far as being head of an organization or something like that, my business doesn't give me that. So I started networking, and really, Brad, I didn't really do it for business. I did it more for personal. I started with a couple of nonprofits. I got on the board,
right,
and then just kind of worked my way through that. But I should say, when we started the BNI group, Moneymakers, of course I did it to get business. But what's really interesting about my business is you probably haven't experienced it as much as I do, but I don't, people don't throw referrals at a financial advisor because it's such an industry that people don't want to be on the hook to send you someone if you lose them money. So
I gotcha.
So one thing that BNI group showed me was that, it's okay to have this group to be able to supply your clients or my clients with someone like a pest service.
Oh, I gotcha.
Or like a estate planning attorney or like a CPA or a bookkeeper.
Yeah.
Because now I have all these people that I trust and I send them that way. So a long-winded answer to your question is it's really helped from the standpoint of growth in my life.
Okay.
And what I've noticed is if you put all your effort into that from a passion standpoint, then business will come as well.
Okay, nice. In Hamilton, or Little Hammy, it is the current VP of BNI Moneymakers in St. Augustine. And I know one thing I like, and I think most people like, is that your knowledge and your humor, how you mix those together.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Thank you.
It's very engaging.
Yeah.
It's very engaging for sure.
And it's weird, man. I don't set out to do that, but I do. I care, right? I care about, and I know what I like, and it just so happens to be able to translate to others, and it just kind of comes naturally from the standpoint of, I want to do attention to detail,
right?
And I also want to make it fun. So hopefully, thank you for saying that. I'm glad that it comes across.
Oh, definitely. Here's a question with BNI, and I'm trying to get to an answer that I think I know. What has been your best outcome from BNI Moneymakers, personally or business?
Business wise, it's the cool thing about starting the group almost 20 years ago is the fact that the people that I started it with, or that came, 5 years later, 3 to 5 years later, and has stayed in that group, are now millionaires.
That says a lot. Wow.
Well, and that group has a lot to do with it, right? It has nothing to do with Hamilton or anything like that. It's just, the business that's been generated in that room over the years. So from a business standpoint, it's the longevity, it's staying with it. It's not giving up after 2 years and saying, I didn't get any referrals. I don't think I got a referral, a real referral until maybe 2.5 years in.
Takes a while to make the relationships, for one thing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head, because it's the, I'm drawing a blank now, but it's the trust factor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a graph out there somewhere that shows you that the longer you stay in BNI, that those lines are gonna meet for where you started and when people start trusting you.
All right, yeah.
And for businesses like mine, it even takes longer. So,
Gotcha. So
from a business standpoint, it's the longevity and it's being able to build wealth for people that have now become my family. So I can never replace that in my career. I couldn't.
That's great. Yeah.
And then from a personal standpoint, the growth from leadership, being able to look at something that you've built, and that's very satisfying to me. And then, again, just being able to refer really good quality people to my clients, that's never going to make me look bad.
Yeah, that's big. That's you're a resource for them.
Did I answer what you thought I was going to answer?
No, not on the personal. I thought you were going to mention Michelle.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
We got to stop tape now.
Can you tell that story?
Can we, I guess I can't tell her to listen now. I guess that just goes without saying.
Right. Sorry.
Out of that? Yeah. So, I mean, my gosh, the love of my life. I met Michelle, I guess we're almost 7 years ago in the group.
Which is an awesome story.
Yeah. I was, had just gone through a divorce. She was doing the same. She's an Arbonne representative, and I needed to get healthier. but there's probably other motives there from, so I was buying a lot of stuff from her.
Oh, I got you. Right.
To be closer to her. Yeah, so then we got married. This Sunday will be our 1-year anniversary.
Oh,
so,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome. And I think, in fairness, Michelle, if you listen to this, that when I said personal, he took it to mean personal that made him a better leader and stuff like that. So
a better person that someone like her would even pay attention to.
There you go. Right. What networking strategies have worked for you?
I think I already touched on it. Longevity. Staying with something,
being consistent.
And I can say the same thing with the players. This will be my 16th year there as well.
Wow.
And it just staying with something, not giving up, grinding it out. I've noticed in my career, or just in my life, is that things don't happen fast for me.
Right.
They eventually do happen, but not on my time scale.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that's, if there's any takeaway I can give someone that's just new in a networking role, is that just grind it out, man. Even when you don't want to get up in the morning,
right.
Or if with BNI, I don't know the people that are listening if they know this, but we meet every Thursday morning. So
right.
Every Thursday morning for almost 20 years,
Wow.
I've shown up to that group. And man, I'm going to tell you, there's been times I did not want to show up to group. One of them being this past Thursday, January 2nd.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. But you did.
But we did, right? And I felt awesome after. Once, that's the thing with our group, man. There's so much energy in that place.
Oh yeah.
And it varies on different mornings. You can some mornings, man, that energy level is above 100%, and then others it's not. But I know every time I leave that group, I feel just set a sense of community and love and
motivated,
gratefulness.
I feel motivated,
exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, the group, when you started the group, how many, when you first got chartered, how many members did you have?
I think there was 10 to 12.
Okay.
Yeah, there wasn't many. And we didn't really take off until probably the 8th year. And I don't even know what the catalyst was for that. I just think it's, again, everybody just grinding it out,
probably
working hard.
Persistence. Yeah, that's awesome. I think it says a lot about trust for you, someone that's been consistent in the group for so long.
Yeah, right.
Almost 20 years. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. We're going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors.
Looking
we'll be right
for
back.
a voice that'll help your business stand out? I can help you reach new customers and grow your brand. My voice makes your message unforgettable. Perfect for commercials, explainer videos, e-learning courses, and more. Get a voiceover that connects with your audience and drives your product to the next level. Find out how we can work together to make your business better. Visit www.awardvoiceover.com.
This is Jay Shear. Are you a business owner or entrepreneur trying to figure out how to improve and achieve greater results? If so, I'm speaking to you. I provide the tools, coaching, and accountability you need to gain clarity around your personal and professional goals, remove the excuses holding you back, build the mindset, leadership skills, and proven strategies to grow your business and become the best version of yourself. To learn more or to apply for my coaching services, call 904-236-0431 or visit jshearbusinessconsulting.com.
Welcome to Good Vibes Nutrition, where every day is Friday. Good Vibes Nutrition was created to provide an environment of self-improvement through health, happiness, and community. Whether it's to lose weight, build muscle, gain more energy, or make friends, think of Good Vibes Nutrition as your Flagler Center hub for healthy living, personal happiness, and long-lasting relationships through the examples of kindness, encouragement, introductions, and pure love.
And we're back. Again, thank you to the great sponsors we have for the Eagle Network podcast. We're with Hamilton Neal. Hamilton, let's talk a little bit about the Players' Championship. So my first question that comes to me, you've been involved with that for a long time, 15 years, I believe, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get to play golf there free?
At the stadium course, you're asking?
Yes.
Okay. I have. Well, first of all, I don't play.
which is amazing. But yeah.
I'm learning. I'm slowly learning. And it's never been on my radar. I love the sport. And I love the volunteer aspect of what I do. But as far as playing the game, it's such a darn frustrating game. And especially, when you're my age, to start it, because there's so many nuances that it just blows my mind. But it's a beautiful game as well. It's a great representation of what life is like. Great
point.
Yeah, it sure is. So I can play it once a year for free.
That's awesome.
Because of the amount of time that I volunteer.
Yeah.
But I'm also a member there now for the next 6 years. During my stint as vice chair, you get a free membership, so I can play Dyes Valley for, I think it's cart fee, so I want to say like $40, which is normally $3.50.
Oh yeah,
and then I can play Stadium for $100.
Okay.
And then I can bring a guest, Brad. They can play for
See you
$400.
Saturday.
So yeah, I mean, for what it costs, I mean, at peak season on the stadium course, it's almost $1,000 to play.
I bet. Wow.
And so for the longest time, I only had played the stadium course, which is a hard golf course.
Oh yeah, I bet.
So that's not great on the ego.
Oh, I bet.
So I'm like, can anybody be good at this sport? I mean,
yeah, I could only imagine playing there. I know what my handicap is, and playing a course like that, it would be add 10 more strokes at least.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing. I think it says a lot to your commitment volunteering to the Players Championship that you're able to get that, though.
Yeah. Right.
So that's awesome.
Right. Yeah. One of the greatest things that's happened so far, and like I've been in this role, I got picked in May. So we haven't even gone through a tournament yet for they call me the rookie, because it's the rookie year. But one of the greatest things that's happened from that time point is I got a locker at Sawgrass
nice.
The clubhouse. So sometimes I'll just go in and just stare at it.
Oh, wow.
It's really
that's
pretty
awesome.
cool. Yeah.
And your first year volunteering, what did you do?
The first year, 2010, I was assistant chair for Patriots Outpost, which is the military tent.
Oh, okay, great.
And I had no idea what I was doing. I had a friend on the inside that said, "Hey, you can start out. I'm not going to start you out as a regular volunteer. We're going to start you out as as leadership, as assistant chair." And did that. So that was interesting. But then my second year, which ended up being my most rewarding year, was we call it course ecology, which is trash. So there was a band of brothers that we started on Tuesday of tournament week.
Okay.
Maybe it was Monday. I think we started Monday back then, and we just we did trash. We ran trash for the week, and by Sunday, you are worn out.
Oh, I bet.
And this is when it was in May, so it was 100 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
But man, it was so rewarding. It's probably the closest I've come to something like a Hell Week.
Oh, okay, I bet.
It's I would not trade it for anything, but I would not want to do it again.
And very important. I mean,
yeah,
very important.
Well, and it's hard to watch a golf tournament now and not think about the people that are running trash.
Oh, I bet.
So I don't think I could ever go to the players tournament not being a volunteer.
I gotcha.
It'd be really weird for me.
That brings up a question. How many, most people, including myself, probably don't know or think about how many volunteers does it take for a tournament like that?
Well, I'll go back a little further. So the reason why we have volunteers is the money that we would spend on hiring people to do the jobs that the volunteers do. We take that money and we give it to local charities. So we're giving out, $10 to $15 million every year to charities in the Northeast Florida area.
Okay.
So from a volunteer standpoint, there's nothing I could do that impacts more nonprofits than what I'm doing. That's what I believe.
That's great.
So there are right at about 2,100 volunteers in any given year.
Okay.
And that number fluctuates. Sometimes it drops down to 1,800. Sometimes it goes to 2,300. I think this year we're right at 2,000 so far. And I think we're pretty much closed out on all committees. Did you get in, by the way?
No, I was out of town when that date, November 6th or whatever. I was in back home to Illinois, but yeah, it sounds like a great opportunity.
Yeah, well, let's talk about it, because
Yeah,
there might
definitely.
be a couple places that could still be open if you.
Okay,
if you had time.
yeah, definitely. A couple last questions for you. First, if networking was a theme song, what would it be? And you're musical a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
I am, but I can't
yeah.
think. What would it be? I don't know, Brad. That's a hard one.
That's a tough one. It stumps.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to get back with you on that one.
Okay.
I feel like I'm missing a big opportunity
Right,
because I'm going to get in my car and know, dang it, why didn't I say that? But, but it is the first Monday of the year. Well, yeah, first Monday of the year, isn't it? So you got to cut me some slack. You know?
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
still
That's
on
true.
holiday mode. I'm still looking for dopamine hits.
Okay, the next question I think, and it's the final question, will be one you can answer, hopefully. So, so if you could ask one person, living or no longer with us, one question, who would it be, and what would the question be?
That's easy for me. It would be my dad.
Okay.
He passed away in 2002. He was 59, and so I've been able to grow for 20 plus years without him. And
Okay.
so many times. So my question to him would be, how in the hell did you do it?
Oh, wow.
Looking
Yeah,
back at how the things that he went through when he was my age. I'm
Right.
going to be 50 this year. It just, there's so many times I want to just, talk to him and ask him and
Yeah, I bet.
and that sort of thing.
bet.
But the main question I would ask him is, how'd you do all that you did, and it never seemed like you were doing it. So that's
a great question.
Yeah.
That's awesome. My dad passed away 3.5 years ago, and he was my biggest mentor. And at first, I would go to call him or text him, even though he wasn't
yeah.
there.
Yep.
So I definitely understand that, and he was my hero for sure.
We're big. Sorry, we're big.
Sure.
I'm a huge University of Kentucky basketball fan, of course. We try to be a football fan, but it's
Pretty good
difficult.
team usually, huh?
We're great. We're good this year, man. It's so exciting. But for the longest time, the first thing that I would do after a game would be call my dad. It was
okay.
before text was around.
Right.
There's still some times, man. After all this time, I'm like, it just
bet.
jumps in your
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
But so I don't know if you ever watch or listen to Dan Patrick at all.
yeah,
but
definitely,
They talk
definitely.
about the Dead Dads Club.
Yeah.
And most of us are gonna be in it one day.
Oh
right?
yeah, for
So-
sure. So for anyone that wants to reach out to you, whether it's for Bridgewater Wealth Advisors or to volunteer at the PGA Championship, how would they get in contact with you?
There's a couple of ways. One, you can go to our website, which is mybridgewateradvisors.com. That's mybridgewateradvisors. And then another way is email hamilton.neal, Neal, at raymondjames.com. Hamilton.neal at raymondjames.com. So those are probably the two easiest ways to reach out.
All right, great. Well, thank you for being
You
a
bet,
guest.
man.
Hamilton, Neal, Lil Hammy.
Little Hammy.
In
Gonna
the
be
house.
divorced after this. But
Oh, boy. And we will see you next time on the Eagle Network Podcast.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks for listening.
Looking for a voice that'll help your business stand out? I can help you reach new customers and grow your brand. My voice makes your message unforgettable, perfect for commercials, explainer videos, e-learning courses, and more. Get a voiceover that connects with your audience and drives your product to the next level. Find out how we can work together to make your business better. Visit www.awardvoiceover.com.
Hello, welcome to Good Vibes Nutrition, where every day is Friday. Good Vibes Nutrition was created to provide an environment of self-improvement through health, happiness, and community. Whether it's to lose weight, build muscle, gain more energy, or make friends, think of Good Vibes Nutrition as your Flagler Center hub for healthy living, personal happiness, and long-lasting relationships through the examples of kindness, encouragement, introductions, and pure love.
Shear. Are you a business owner or entrepreneur trying to figure out how to improve and achieve greater results? If so, I'm speaking to you. I provide the tools, coaching, and accountability you need to gain clarity around your personal and professional goals, remove the excuses holding you back, build the mindset, leadership skills, and proven strategies to grow your business and become the best version of yourself. To learn more or to apply for my coaching services, call 904-236-0431 or visit jshearbusinessconsulting.com.
Welcome to the Eagle Network Podcast, where business networking meets success. Sponsored by Eagle Pest Solutions, your once-a-year pest control solution in Palm Coast, St. Augustine, and Ormond Beach. Safer, better, less intrusive pest control. Got bugs? No one likes bugs. Come soar with us. Call today at 386-445-7414 for a free inspection and quote. That's 386-445-7414.